Hey guys, welcome to the Samantha Parker Show. I thought it might be fun today to dive a little deeper into what really goes on when you first stop drinking alcohol. So I wanted to share with you guys how I survived my first 7 days. When you first ditch alcohol, I think you can be feeling like a number of things. You can be super excited, super elated, over the moon, and you're like, it just doesn't serve me anymore. Or you might be more in the camp of my life is over, everything is ruined. And for me, I was definitely in the second part. I thought my entire life was ruined. I thought all of my friends were going to hate me. And I thought that basically a bear was going to show up and eat me and destroy everything I've ever built in my life, which is wrong. We know this, but that's how it felt. I can remember day one of no alcohol. And it was miserable. Of course, I was super hungover. I walked my ass into AA and I never let my eyes leave the floor. I was embarrassed to be there. I didn't want to be there. And I was like, how are we going to move forward? I knew that there was a lot of things in my life that were going to have to change, but those first 7 days were really survival. And I really hadn't transferred into the whole realm of thriving. So now I'm over 8 months sober and I have acquired a lot of these things around my house, just different non-alcoholic beverages. So I brought them in today to record this YouTube video, but I thought it might be fun to show them. They've been sitting in my cupboard. I do like non-alcoholic drinks. I think some of them are fun and I think some of them are just plain stupid. But this is the brand Free AF. That's what it's called. Free AF with Afterglow. So this one is a whiskey ginger and this one is a Cuba Libre. I'm not sure what that is, but this one has 45 calories. This one has 50 calories a serving. I thought we could taste test them while we dive in. I'm kind of nervous about this whiskey ginger. I don't really want the taste of alcohol, so I'm hoping that this isn't just blasted with the taste of alcohol. I'm more into let's have a fun drink, a Diet Coke. I've gotten kind of boring, to be honest, but I do still love a fun drink from time to time. This could be something fun that you hit the pool with. But anyways, my first 7 days, the very first thing I did was I went totally ghost. Let's start with the whiskey ginger. I didn't talk to anyone. I didn't respond to anything. And if you've listened to my podcast, you might know I went ghost for 8 whole weeks. But I had to go ghost. So you guys, seriously, go ghost. You don't have to respond to people. You don't have to do things. You can go ghost. It's totally okay. And I highly recommend it because you need to do some internal soul searching. And you don't need anyone else up in your business of your decision, why you made that decision. Oh my God, I just got a whiff of this. No shade to this brand, but I got a full whiff of what felt like alcohol there for a second, and my brain went a little chaotic. But go ghost, you guys, go ghost. In your first 7 days, I really recommend getting support. I went to AA, but there are so many resources out there. You can literally do anything but find support. There's online groups. There's just sober talk, watch other people's videos, reach out to someone that is sober, find some support. And maybe the support is, a good Netflix binge. I don't know what it is, you guys. And for sure, you're going to need to develop what I call is the itchy routine. I love to drink on Thursdays. So on Thursday nights, I knew I had to replace that activity. I knew I was going to have to develop a bit of a routine, and I call it my itchy routine. So there's certain times when you get itchy, you want to drink. I don't know what days of the week those are for you. I love to drink on Thursdays. So I knew that I was going to have to develop a new routine. I knew my entire life was going to change. Those first 7 days, I was still really stuck in the guilt and shame cycle, but I knew I was going to have to change things up. I knew I was going to have to swap my habits. Everything I had done in my life had revolved around alcohol, and I wasn't going to be able to continue to live that way. Okay, let's try this. Okay, I think this would be the perfect drink if you were missing the taste of whiskey. I think they've done a phenomenal job. It's whiskey, it's ginger. I do not like this because I do not like the taste of alcohol. I don't want it in my circle. I want to say this is a 0 out of 10, but I don't want to say that because I think they've done a really great job replicating a whiskey ginger. We're just going to like put this over to the side, okay? We've got this one. This one could make a comeback. On your sober journey in those first 7 days, you're going to want to really like mentally prepare yourself for the questions. You know, people are going to be like, oh, why aren't you coming out? Which is why I went ghost. I didn't know how to answer them. So you can either choose not to answer people or you can choose to let them know. But like mentally prepare yourself for when you come out of the going ghost stage. How are you going to answer these questions? Are you pregnant? What's going on? Have you lost your mind? Do you want to come out for drinks with us? Like start to mentally prepare yourself. And also remember here, you're an adult. We are adults, guys. So it's going to be completely okay if we say no to meeting up with someone. I know FOMO's a thing, but this is about you. So you can say no. And let's be real, you guys, the cravings. The cravings are 100% real. And I'm taking this straight from TikTok because this is the question you guys always ask me over there is like, what do you do? I'm just eating all the time. I get that. In the first 7 days, eat and do whatever you want. Cravings are real. And it depends how dependent you were on alcohol. I didn't have to physically detox anywhere. So I know there's like different levels. I was definitely not feeling well. I got blessed with COVID 3 days after going sober, but I also was craving a lot of sugar. So the funny thing was I was craving juice. I ended up ordering a watermelon. I had grocery delivery, just leave it on my doorstep. And like I juiced the entire thing. Like I was craving watermelon so bad, which is weird. This is going to sound even more weird is I hate watermelon. If you handed me a slice of watermelon right now today, I would be like, hell to the no. You know, good thing I was craving watermelon, but also I really got into Swedish fish. I was just popping them in my mouth whenever the craving hits. So seriously, eat what you want. You want to have a cookie? Have a cookie. You want to order pizza? Order pizza. You can get into swapping and getting into more of a healthy lifestyle, but like just make it through this, but just make it through these first few days. Okay, should we try this? Cuba Libre with Afterglow. Again, you guys, so Afterglow. First sip, besties. Okay, I like this. I like this because it's a fun drink and it doesn't taste like alcohol, which I know when I was ordering this, the whiskey ginger, obviously, like phenomenal job making it taste like whiskey. I just think I might like vomit if I drink all that. Like even the thought of like throwing back a shot of vodka at this point in my sobriety journey, I'm like hell to the no. This I like. This can definitely go on my lineup, especially when the summer comes again. Eventually it will, I swear. It has been a cold winter. But this would definitely be a great one to have on hand in my sober cooler when I go to the lake and things. Like, she's good. Okay, I get it. It's a classic rum and cola with a twist of lemon. So I don't really taste the rum. I guess now that you tell me that, I'm like, oh, okay. But it mostly tastes like cola with a twist of lemon. I like that. And immediately, you guys, you've got to get plugged in. Go to Audible, download sober books so you can start listening. Go find sober podcasts. Watch sober videos like this on YouTube. Go pop into sober TikTok. It helps so much when you realize there are people going through exactly what you're going through and you're not insane and you're not crazy. So get plugged. Let me know in the comments what your favorite alcohol-free drink is, or if you have a favorite mocktail. I want to see if I can find it. And if you are already on your sober journey, how did you all make it through your first 7 days? Let's help each other below in the comments.